last episode we were talking with Shivang, and we discussed the difference in long term against short term when it comes to promotion strategies. And nowadays we live in the world of peak promotion, maximizing the attention. Artists that live for a very short time, but they grow very rapidly and they decay without us knowing very rapidly as well.
Yeah.
What's your take on that? Like, do you how do you stay motivated when you see other people having such growth with probably material that is not even of high quality?
Oh, that's such a struggle for many, and for me as well. I'm actually learning how to try to like detach myself from this thought. Like when I see that someone is doing better, when like I'm subjectively, let's say, right? Say, oh, this guy's or this girl's work like is okay, but it's not worth that many followers, let's say, right? And you're like, well, why my work doesn't get that much attention, right? It's like then your ego strikes in, and like it's very toxic to think that way. But I'm just trying to like kind of detach from that and be satisfied with what I do. So if I did work and I'm happy with it, like for me it's more important than like, someone got more followers. I know it will come, okay? I just need to be more consistent. And in the world of social media now, I just learning how to, like you said, get people attention. Like this is what this is about. Like making videos that like hooking people and making them watch the whole thing, right? And it's like, an algorithm picks it up and then it spreads to other people. So this is like some new thing that a creator have to learn how to hook people and make them stay longer on your page and on your content. So that's, yeah.
Do you find a correlation between what is good for you and successful in terms of number related to your work?
Can you repeat the question? I need to process it.
Do you think that what you like,
yeah,
in terms of what you produce, is also what gets most of traction on social media or with clients or with
I think it depends. Like, I don't want to do the work just for getting people's attention. Like, I want to do work that I feel like doing, something that speaks to me most, right? But it's about how you serve it to people. That's what I think. Like, it's about like the way you give the information to people, right? I think now photography is really hard on Instagram, for example, to let's say to spread, like to keep high engagement, but it's much easier on videos, right?
Yes.
And for example, I made the last video on like how to make expensive kind of like lighting technique with like really cheap equipment. But I watched it as well, and I was like, I felt it myself that the way I delivered information was not great. It's a good content, but it was not well delivered. So now Instagram has this new function. It shows like on the average how long people watched a video, and the video is like 56 seconds, and on the average it was like 18 around. So I was like, okay, so people don't really finish it because I got boring. Like I think the way I was talking was not engaging for people.
I want to push back. I disagree with you. I don't think you got boring. I saw the video as well, and I thought it was nice for different reasons that I actually want to touch later. But I think the problem is not on you. The problem is on the audience. People just don't have attention span, and I think that responds to a certain mental health state. So I worry a little bit when the reply from the audience, which is in the middle of a transformation social process, adopting new technologies, when that reply influences the artist.